Hello, Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising. It is time for your year ahead video, but first we're going to go over a little bit of astrology. Now, with your Pisces Rising, that means your Sun is also most likely in the first house, your rising house. So all of that energy is there between the two of them. Your rising is how you appear to other people, and your Sun in the first house is going to be your sense of self, who you are, how you feel about yourself. So other people are going to see you as somebody who can be very emotional or is not afraid to show their emotions. You may have a lot of respect actually for that aspect of yourself. You could also be very good at manipulating other people, but I would be careful with that because once they're outside your sphere of influence, they're going to see what's going on and it's not going to be a good thing for you. Now, with your Sun there in that first house, you intuitively know what is right for you if you're tuned into that part of yourself. If you're listening to your body, if you're trusting your instincts or your intuition, you can make the right decisions. You know when to leave, you know when to stay, you know which direction you want to go. Your body will tell you, it's going to give you big clues. If you fight against that, if you try to go against that, if you try to infuse a logic in there, you may find yourself frustrated. Things don't go smoothly. Things always seems to be a block. But when you're in flow, everything does go smoothly and it works out much more quickly and easily than maybe you anticipate. It's getting to trust that part of yourself. That may be your biggest lesson here. Trust that part of yourself, that flow. And once you do, when it comes to changes that impact yourself, those should come easily to you. That should be something you just do automatically and know. And it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else, it just has to feel right to you. All right, let's get into your cards. I'm going to be pulling 12 cards. As I'm talking about them, I just label them 1 through 12. Just know that for you, month 1 is going to be March of 2025. That means month 12 will be February of 2026. So keep that in mind. Again, I'm just going to label them 1 through 4 as I'm talking about them. That's for my own sanity as I'm doing all these readings. Okay, so card 1, month 1, again, which is March 2025. Month 2, month 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I have month 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then on the back of the deck, for an extra reading or theme for the year, we have the 10 of coins. That is a very positive card. So 10s can indicate completion or achieving something, achieving a goal. And with the 10 of coins, this is a legacy card. So this is a card of achievement, absolutely achievement, most likely related to home, finances, or career. So this is the attainment of a certain goal, a promotion, retirement even, buying your first home, selling your first home. What else can we be? Any number of things in that area that is a goal that you have. This is an indicator that you are on track or you will achieve that here in this year. So keep your eye on that and don't let yourself give up. And you will get there. Now, another thing I do when I'm looking at a big spread like this is see how many major arcana cards we have, because those can indicate big changes or things going on throughout the year. It's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just what it is. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3. So not too many big shifts in life. These could be significant moments as you're on your way, as you're hitting maybe mini goals on the way to this big goal. But we'll see as we get to those cards within the reading. So let's get into it. We're starting off here in month 1. Again, that is March for you, with the 2 of Wands. This is a card that says, I want to have an adventure. I want to go somewhere. Where do I want to go? I want to do something. What do I want to do? It's coming up with a plan. You already have the idea. Now it's okay, well, how do I want to get this done? What are the options? It's coming up with the plan. And there's a sense of play with this and excitement. It's not something you have to take too seriously. Have fun with it. So again, this could be something that's like a vacation. It could be achieving a certain amount in your savings account before you spend maybe 10% or splurge 10% of that on something that you've always wanted to do, but not until you get to this certain amount. There is a sense of, okay, anticipation, let's go, let's do this. You're ready. You're getting the plan together. Now let's do this. That's the vibe I have for you for March. In month 2, we have the Queen of Cups. So court cards in general can indicate other people that we're interacting with or that have an influence on us in this month or in a given month. For you with the Queen of Cups here, this could very well be a lot of yourself in this, or a parent or somebody else who has the same sign of you or is another water sign. It could be a Cancer or a Scorpio. This is definitely leader vibe, but the more feminine side of that energy, the more nurturing side of it. She is very much in control of her emotions. She does not let them control her. She understands what could be triggering you, why you may be feeling the way you feel. She can recognize that you're feeling a certain way and may ask you if you're okay. And she will know if you say, no, no, everything's fine. She knows it's not fine. She knows. She can feel it. You can trust this person. You can confide in this person if there's something you having doubts about or that just has you feeling a little off. You can talk it through with them and figure out why that is. And they can help you recognize the root cause of that. Now, again, this could be just somebody that you know who's just very good at that, is a mentor type person. It could be a counselor. It could be a member of your community. Whatever that is for you, this is somebody you trust and that you can feel safe in opening up to. And that's what the biggest thing for this month is for you. And then in month 3, we have the Six of Coins. This is a card of reciprocity, of giving and taking, give and take, give and take. Okay, that's what it is. There is a sense here of giving, being of service to somebody, and then receiving something in return, or getting services from someone and giving them something in return. This does not have to be a money transaction. It could be an exchange of favors. It could be a homemade item for helping you move. It could be like the pizza and the move type thing. It could be any number of things. Advice from somebody about something and you appreciate what they shared with you and the advice they gave you, so you give them a gift in return or offer them some type of services in return. But it's an exchange of energy ultimately at the root that is beneficial for both sides and is willingly given by both sides. So it's generally good vibes, and knowing that what you give comes back to you. What you're willing to put out returns to you. And then in month 4, we have the Seven of Cups. So back in that cup energy, which is the water sign energy, this is a case where there could be some indecision. You have some options in front of you and you need to choose or make a choice on what it is you want to do or what you want to choose. They're all going to make sense. There's going to be sound logic behind all of them. They're all equivalent in that way, but at the same time, each of these things are distinctly different and may take you down a different path. You don't hate any of the paths, but maybe there is one or two that you are more drawn to that feel better for you. This is where you want to go back into really tapping into your physical energy and your emotions to see which one is your body being drawn toward. Which ones does your body back away from when you think about them? The ones that it's drawn toward, that you are drawn toward, that feel good to you, those are the right choices for you. Don't let somebody else influence your choice here in this month, saying, no, well, they would do it this way. They think this would be the best option. That may be the best option for them. It is not necessarily the right option for you unless you feel good about that decision over any other. So stand your ground here. This is your decision to make and no one else's. So it needs to be right for you. So choose the one that you desire most. And then in month 5, we have the 7 of coins, another 7, 2 of them in a row. So you may be seeing 777 or double sevens or things like that. Those could be a sign of something to check in with yourself or see what's going on around you when you see those numbers. It's a hidden message in some way for you there to let you know you're on the right track. All right, 7 of coins. This is another card. This is analysis. This is doing an in depth look. And because it's coins, it's going to be something that's practical or everyday living type thing. So it could be your career, it could be your home life, it could be your garden, it could be your finances. But you're just looking at everything, doing an assessment. What's working? What isn't working? Are there some subscriptions you need to cancel? Is there something you want to add on? What's missing? And so on. Doing that deep, in depth dive and analysis of whatever area this is for you to see if there's any changes you want to make. Maybe the choice is you don't need to be doing this at all going forward, and then setting that up, maybe automating some things. But this is to help improve your life in a practical way, make things a little more efficient, and maybe even save some money if you have some subscriptions, ongoing subscriptions that you never use. This would be a time to cancel those. Identify and cancel those. So that's month 5. And then in month 6, we have the World card, a major arcana card, the last card in the major arcana. This is a card indicating success. This is the end of one journey and the start of something new. So there's going to be some sort of resolution or some sort of clear kind of cut way of where, okay, well, this first phase is done. Now we're leveling up and we're moving on to the next phase. This could be a promotion. This could be a raise of some sort, maybe a special bonus that you've been working toward. But it is the achievement, or again, the completion. Completion feels more accurate here for most of you, but so does achievement. So you achieve a certain thing, and it could be related to this. Maybe this is the first half of what gets you to this point, and now you're working on the second half and the ways that you're going to get there through that part. But this is a sense of satisfaction of a job well done and being ready to face the next challenges that are coming. And then down here in month 7, we have the Knight of Swords, another court card. This time it's in swords, which is an air element. This is communication. This is, it could be technology even. It's facts, figures, logic. The knight is someone who is out to gain experience. So they don't necessarily know what they're talking about right now, but they want to talk about it. They want to have the discussions. And they want to talk about the facts and figures behind things. This is a conversation you may need to have with this person, even though this is probably not an area you like to talk about at all. They're going to want to go in on it. They're going to want to focus on it. They're going to want to try and come up with a plan A, plan B, plan C, and then try different things until they get it right. This could be a coworker. It doesn't necessarily feel like one though, but this is somebody you're going to have to be working closely with to do this. They're not going to understand your way of doing things because you're much more in the flow and you do things on the fly and you make up, it's all about how things feel. Whereas this one is all about the logic and it needs to have perfect sense and we need to do it this way and that way and follow the instructions, follow the leader kind of vibe. That's just not who you are. So you may just have to accept that this is something this person needs and contribute what you can, but you also need to have a frank discussion with them and they will really appreciate open communication to let them know what you can or are willing to contribute. And know so that you both know that up front so that you can set up expectations before you run into misunderstandings. They will appreciate a frank discussion. So that's not something you need to be worried about or fearful of having with this person. I think it'll be necessary to set you both up for success in this if this is a project you're working on together. And then in month 8, we have the Ace of Swords. This is a fresh idea. This is an inspiring thought. Trying to feel into what area this could be for you, but it's pretty scattered. So this is going to vary by a lot by all of you out there. It could be a new way of doing something Perhaps coming out of this experience with this person, maybe you recognize something in what they've been doing that, you know what? I could leverage that in this area of my life. I wonder how I could make that happen. What would I need to do? What things would I need to have in place? Is this something that would truly work with the way that I do things? I think it might. And so you'll be asking those questions, exploring it more, figuring out how to make it work, taking those steps to learn more about it, coming up with that initial plan, and being excited about it. This could even be an idea about going back to school for something or anything where you're going to learn more. So it could be a new topic for you, um, or an opportunity comes up for some special training or something like that. You may want to seize on that opportunity here in this month because it's inspiring to you and it's a pathway maybe you had not thought you that would be open to you in the past, and now here that door is opening. So you may want to seize that opportunity. And then we have the Hanged Man here in month 9. This is kind of a timeout, a pause. You don't want to make any big decisions this month. You don't want to write any big checks this month. You just kind of want to stand back and observe. Be an observer. Gather the information together. Absorb the information, but don't make any decisions here in this month. This month is all about let's just sit back and see what we have. See how things are working out before we make any changes. It could be in response to what you learn here or what this idea is for you here in month 8. For example, if it was about taking a training program or going back to college, don't just jump right in the next month and do the finances and everything. You want to give yourself time to make sure that this is still something you really want to do. So that's a little bit what this would be, like a breather month. Before you dive in and commit fully, give yourself a month to make sure that you're really still passionate about this before you fully commit. And then in month 10, we have the Star. This is a self-care month. This is a month to do something indulgent for yourself. Go to a spa for a weekend. Go to that barber shop everybody always talks about and get that shave, the whole experience there for you. Smoke that cigar if that's what you're into. But savor it. Take time to just really be present in the experience. This is for you. This is something that you've been working toward for a while. Maybe this is part of your legacy goal here, is you want to set up something like this for yourself on an ongoing basis, quarterly or whatever you can afford at this time, without going backward in your, because once you hit this point here, this is your new baseline. This is what you have to work forward from. You can't slide back beyond this, backward behind this. This is your new forward point. This is your new baseline. So you're sitting in a very good place. And now you're considering things, especially with your sun there in the first house, that feel good, especially for your body, for yourself. This is for you, that indulge yourself, your senses. There's also an aspect here of play. Let yourself play. Maybe you want to start a new hobby. Give yourself permission to get into it. Maybe take a class or 2 on it. That could be what it is for you. Maybe this is a vacation, a very special vacation for you, and maybe that's what your goal was to hit a certain target for this specific vacation or that specific location. Take the time to savor that, to enjoy that. There's an aspect of recovery in this too, so it's almost like a balm to your spirit, and ultimately ends up energizing you while at the same time calming your nervous system down and giving you a fresh start for the next thing that may be coming. Which in month 11 we have the 10 of Swords, which is also another 10, so a conclusion, an ending. And the 10 of Swords is definitively an ending with all those swords in the back. This could be the end of communicating with somebody. This could be getting rid of some social media apps. This is maybe the end of an argument. You're removing yourself from a situation where there's never a conclusion here. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. It doesn't benefit anybody. This could even be somebody else cutting you off, ending a conversation with you, maybe even ghosting you in a way. But this is the end of it. There's no going back from this point. And that's part that you need to understand. This is for your benefit ultimately, because whatever this is a drain on your energy. One way or the other, whichever one of you cuts it off, ultimately, this is for your benefit, to your benefit. And it gives you the ability to now move on from this thing, from this recurring argument, from maybe it's some paperwork or whatever it is. It's done. It's done. It's over. And now you can move forward. Maybe with more positive, knowing with the lessons you've learned from that, knowing what your boundaries are, what you will and won't accept when it comes to respect and how people talk to you or with you. And then we move right into, which is a good sign here, in month 12 with the Three of Cups, celebrating with the people who mean the most to you or feel like family to you. These are the people you could not talk to in years, and all of a sudden you meet up again and it's like you've never been apart. Catching up on each other's lives, though you probably stayed in touch, at least on a surface level, the whole time you were separated. You can talk to these people about anything. They can tell you anything about their lives. You may not agree with each other, but you respect each other and you honor each other's paths, even if they're separate. It's like a sisterhood or a brotherhood type of vibe that I'm getting here. It's kind of a soul family. So make sure you're taking time to spend with them, with the people who are there for you. And you can forget about the people who weren't really there for you, who spoke a good game but couldn't back it up. These people can back it up. You can back it up with them. And it's a celebration. Maybe you're celebrating your freedom here, or the freedom for one of them. But there's an aspect of coming together to celebrate, to share camaraderie and commensurate together. It's a beautiful thing. And that Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising is what I have for you for your year ahead. Please hit that like button. Please share this with others. Please comment below to let me know if this resonated with you or not. And please subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.